with me. 3 hours, Meslansky and Partners. President Lee Carter, Wall Street Journal Global Economics Editor John Hilsenrath, and Independent Women's Voice CEO and President Heather Higgins. Welcome to everybody.
Good morning.
Great to be here.
Heather said something fantastic this morning. I said, you look fantastic. And Heather said, well, more importantly,
I hope I have something to say.
right. Exactly.
Well, there's certainly a lot
I thought
to
that
talk
was
about.
that was inspirational, Heather. Thank you for that. And we do have so much to talk about. We have some incredible guests coming up as well. Fox News military analyst General Jack Keane, former U.S. ambassador to the UN, Honduras, Mexico, and the Philippines, John Negroponte. Actress Candace Cameron Bure is here, and former Deputy Chief of Staff to President George W. Bush, and a Fox News contributor, Karl Rove. You don't want to miss it. But John said we have a lot to talk about. And to our top story this hour, President Trump says tax reform is moving along, quote, ahead of schedule. There you can see Donald Trump, president, tweeting over the weekend, massive tax cuts and reform. Big benefits to all. Of course, when he's using all caps, you better pay attention to that. But the Wall Street Journal is reporting this morning that Republican plans to reshape the nation's tax code are facing significant hurdles from the status quo in Washington. Quote, the GOP's dreams have collided with interest group lobbying and the tax system's reality. John, the Journal says much of this has to do with grappling over how to offset the tax cuts.
Right.
How are you going to pay for them?
Exactly. So when you look at some of the big ideas in the Paul Ryan plan that were introduced last year, this border adjustment tax, that was $1 trillion of revenue that created. That's gotten a very cold reception in the Senate. Corporate interest deductions, getting rid of that, that's gotten another cold reception. The state and local tax deduction, they might be able to get rid of that. But then, you know, when you look at so many of the things that they want to use to pay for this thing, they're facing resistance. So the only thing you have left is state and local and growth, and that just doesn't get you a lot of tax cut.
And do you think that, Heather, that it's even possible that they get it done by the end of the year? Because you're still hearing even Kevin Brady say that. You report that in the Wall Street Journal. Given the hurdles, given the problems, will we even get tax cuts done by the end of the year?
The interesting thing, if you remember your American history, is that the American Revolution was viewed by Europe as this incredibly unlikely thing to ever happen, because they understood how entrenched interest groups became and how impossible it became in societies that became almost, you know, ossified and with the sclerosis of interest groups tugging at each other and the accords that they reached that you could never untangle yourself. And part of the success of the American Revolution was that it broke a lot of that. If you look at our election this year, the reason Trump was elected was not that he was likable, but that he was the biggest SOB in the room. He was the SOB for the American people who is going to cut through that Gordian knot of interest group politics and get stuff done. I think that the markets are thinking that this is not going to happen, but the Trump voter is expecting that it will, and we're going to see who's right.
The Trump voter is expecting it will, but he's also made a lot of promises that conflict with each other. So he doesn't want to touch Social Security. He doesn't want to touch Medicare. So those are big sources of spending in the long run that are creating the deficits. He said, I'm not going to touch that. He doesn't want to do this border adjustment tax, which taxes imports.
Is that dead, by the way? Is the border adjustment tax dead?
It's gasping for air, I'd say, is the way to think about it.
People aren't even talking about it anymore. I think the bottom line, though, is we're applying logic and rational thinking into saying, will this work or not? And that's not the only thing that's going to get this through. There's also politics at work. There's a huge, you know, the Republicans are going to want to keep the House. They're going to want to keep the Congress. So they're going to push things through. And these are things that sound great to the American people. The way they're talking about this being such a benefit to the middle class, the American worker. They're talking about economic growth. They're talking about the job creation. And I think that we're talking about it in a very academic term. The American people aren't necessarily talking about it in that way. And I'm not sure that all of Congress understands that exactly the implications of what we're talking about. I still think it could happen.
Well, and John, here's one thing that you guys in the Journal mentioned, you guys and gals, by the way, that they could just do tax cuts that expire.
Exactly.
So it's short-term tax relief, or you don't get the big corporate tax cut that a lot of people were expecting. You get it to 25% instead of 20 or 20 or 15.
I think that the big risk right now is that they do something temporary, in part because of the way the process works on Capitol Hill with something called reconciliation. They have to do these things within 10-year windows. But what kind of boost do you get to the economy, especially on the corporate side, from a temporary tax cut? With the Bush's tax cuts.
Very little,
get
but
nothing.
that ultimately what we are moving towards is a fight between McConnell and Trump over the not every filibuster, but the first filibuster, which is the way legislation never gets to the floor to be debated in putatively the world's most deliberative body, which doesn't deliberate. And so that's why we're using artificial measures like reconciliation that have us have to do things in piecemeal, weird ways to accord with rules that are vague and ever shifting depending on what the interest of the Senate is and whether they actually want to deal with it or not. And it is going to be a fight over that determines whether or not Trump's legislation ever has a chance of getting to the floor and getting through.
But I also want to revisit, you're saying that the temporary thing can never do anything to the economy. But once the temporary cuts are in place, it becomes very difficult then to put them back.
Right.
Because whoever comes in next, if the Democrats take over, who is going to be the one that wants to say, we're going to increase the taxes?
Well, President Obama willingly did that.
Right, he turned around the
sock it to the rich, they can afford it.
Yeah.
But speaking of health care, so Mitch McConnell over the weekend kind of tempered expectations in an interview that he did about passing health care reform. And then you had President Trump tweeting about health care reform. He called for, listen to this, spending more on health care. I suggest we add more dollars to health care and make it the best anywhere. Obamacare is dead. The Republicans will do much better. John, do we actually know what this means? Okay, we're going to spend more money while we haven't even fixed Medicare, which he refuses to do, and the Medicare hospital fund is going to run out of money in 11 years.
Well, but this is the point I was trying to make earlier, is that he's making conflicting promises, which might sound good to a lot of taxpayers, but how do you spend more on health care?
Whose money are you going to spend?
Exactly. How do you spend more on health care and cut all these taxes and not get rid of the deductions that are going to help you pay for the taxes? If you're counting on growth to get you there for everything, well, cross your fingers and hope you get the growth. You might not get it.
And call yourself a Republican at the same time.
Right.
Well, that was actually the problem that people had with Obamacare, is that in order to pay for the insurance for people who were older and not in good health, I'm not talking about Medicare, that you had a penalty for people who didn't buy insurance, you had taxes to pay for it. So he's talking about spending more. It's just, I know it's a tweet, but still, to a conservative.
Well, understand, Trump didn't start out as a conservative, right? And so the economic constraints that you associate with conservatives are not necessarily his. This is a man who has also said that he likes single payer. So the reality is that healthcare is expensive because they put in all these putative benefits and regulations that drove up everybody's costs. It's expensive at a personal level as well as being at a financial level. But there are ways to do it where you segregate out through high-risk pools, et cetera, the expensive people, and you could, in theory, be able to bring down costs for everybody else.
In my mind, this is another great example of Washington not being able to make hard choices. So the biggest giveaway in the tax code is the giveaway for medical coverage by employers, and they're not touching that.
They are not touching it. In the initial bill, the health care bill, they were going to reduce that benefit, that tax benefit for corporations, and then it got taken out, which the Journal editorial page gave a thumbs down. So we're all nerds. We love the numbers. Coming up.